the PCSRA Radio Network and the Blue Hedgehog TV. We now interrupt your regular scheduled programming for the following sports special. This copyrighted broadcast is presented by the authority of the Pacific Coast Sports Racing Association and the National Association of Professional Racing Leagues Incorporated for the private use of our audience. Any reproduction or rebroadcast, retransmission, or other dissemination, or the use of this broadcast, descriptions, or accounts of this show without the express written consent of the Pacific Coast Sports Racing Association and the National Association of Professional Racing Leagues Incorporated is prohibited. On the PCSRA Sports Network from Learfield IMG College. Welcome to the PCSRA Weekly Show's 2020 season. We're glad that you're with us to celebrate 10 years of the PCSRA, and we hope to see you every Monday and Tuesday here in the PCSRA Blue Hedgehog Studios in War Acres, Oklahoma. Today's PCSRA Weekly Show broadcast is brought to you by Budweiser, Love's Travel Stops, iHeartMedia, The Oklahoman, Newcastle Casino, Devon Energy, Sonic Drive-Ins, Rudy's Country Store and Barbecues, Harkins Theaters, and by the Oklahoma Highway Safety Office, where we encourage all of you fans that together we can end DUI. Now, in its 10th season with the call of today's PCSRA Weekly Show from the Blue Hedgehog Studios in War Acres, Oklahoma, here he is, the adorable Blue Hedgehog, the voice of the PCSRA. Here he is, Daniel Voiles. Ladies and gentlemen, last week, the entire motorsports community lost a true friend in the passing of Nicholas Pascali, who died at the age of 16. From all of us in the PCSRA community, we send our deepest condolences to his friends and family on this difficult time. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, I ask that you now please rise and join us in a moment of silence in remembrance of Nick Pascali. Thank you. As I say hello and good afternoon, and welcome to the PCSRA Weekly Shows. The PCSRA Weekly Show is on the air here on the PCSRA Radio Network, the Blue Hedgehog TV, presented by Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans. Daniel Voiles here with you in our PCSRA studios in War Acres, Oklahoma, as we're here for our PCSRA Weekly Show in remembrance of Nicholas Pascali, who died at the age of 16 years old. So, yeah. Really very sad if you ask me about that. So, hopefully,
hopefully, honoring him today, which I've told Fitzy we were going to honor him today and all that good stuff. So, anyway, Taylor's being funny. I had 2 people watching. Go forth, okay. Okay, that was creepy. Go forth, accept it. Oh boy. So before I introduce the panelists, I'm going to go ahead and just recap the Bristol weekend by myself. I will introduce the panelists when I'm done with the Bristol weekend, so there is no interruption between now and then. So, unfortunately, I did not watch the Cup race, and I did not watch the Xfinity race as well, so because I had to handle a situation with one of the Reese's drivers who needed a little conversation as far as that is concerned. Let me let the weekly show members know. Okay, anyway. So, yeah, getting back on track here. Didn't watch the Cup race and Xfinity race, because like I said, I was helping Betty Bear with an issue. More on that later. First incident, Ryan Newman, going through turns 1 and 2, got loose. He spun out, didn't hit anything. We ended up getting 2 competition yellows, 1 stages. Then our first accident, Ryan Blaney got loose like he had a tire going down or something. He gets loose, backs in the wall. Unfortunately, Ty Dillon came along with nowhere else to go, but rips the front end of Blaney's nose off. Both drivers were done for the day. Then the 51 of Joey Gase spun down the back straightaway. He I believe hit the wall or anything, something like that. And then Bailey Curry saw track. Joey Gase was parked for going too slow because there's a minimal speed. Seriously, why can I even go one fucking stream without a fucking possibly a black screen? So yeah, we'll just do it right here, so that way we don't have to worry about the black screen. So anyway, where was I? Oh yes, then we had the big one between Jimmy Johnson and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Hi, Charlie. Getting together, it ended up taking out Matt DiBenedetto, Chris Buescher, Michael McDowell, Tyler Reddick, Cole Custer, Stenhouse, Alex Woolman, and Kurt Busch, which the race had to be red flag as a result of the cleanup. And then Chris Buescher got into another incident in turn 3 and 4. As I mentioned, Chase Elliott won stage 2. Then the 17 of Buescher spun going through turn 2. Then Austin Dillon spun out. Then Ryan Newman spun out a second time. Then Kevin Harvick and Eric Jones got together in turn 1. They collided. The 27 of Gray Golding had an incident off turn number 2. Then Eric Almirola, Martin Truex, then another big wreck involving Eric Jones, Brian Newman, Brad Keselowski, Bubba Wallace, Michael McDowell, Martin Truex Jr., and Eric Almirola. Took out some good contenders who were going to have some good runs today. Then the most controversial incident, Joey Logano got arrow loose by Chase Elliott, slid up into Denny Hamlin. Hamlin spins out, hits the 78. Then Logano gets mad at Chase Elliott for no reason. He hits Elliott under caution, which Elliott, with less than 5 to go, got loose, took Joey Logano in the wall. Brad Keselowski went past both of them, took the lead, and Brad Keselowski, when it was all said and done, took the checker flag and won at Bristol. Joey Logano and Chase Elliott were both at fault after the race. Yes, Chase Elliott did get loose, but Joey Logano's immaturity after the race in a post-race interview says enough, because he never apologizes. So, And then he tries to ask Chase Elliott an apology, but, Chase got loose, so there's that as far as that's concerned. So tempers flaring, if you ask me. So the top 10 results for the Cup race at Bristol. Almost said Xfinity, but I caught myself. Brad Keselowski, the winner. Clint Bowyer, 2nd. Jimmy Johnson, 3rd. Kyle Busch, 4th. Eric Jones, 5th. Austin Dillon, 6th. Kurt Busch, 7th. William Byron, 8th. Christopher Bell, 9th. And Bubba Wallace complete the top 10. Surprising runs there. But a lot of drivers had a lot of problems, if you know what I mean, so far. Then we go to the Xfinity race. Didn't watch it either because, like I said, I needed to talk to Betty Barrett, which we'll talk about that on the NR report. Plus, we'll also need to tell you about the whole issue that's going on of late. First incident of the race. Ross Chastain got loose. He collects Michael Annett and Austin Cindric. Both Austin Cindric and Michael Annett's days were done. Ross Chastain did continue on his merry little way, although he lost the bumper, as I'm going to pet the kitty. Then we had a competition yellow, and then we had a debris on the front straightaway, but really nothing else happened in stage 1. That was won by Noah Gragson. Then the 78 of Vinnie Miller and the 61 of Austin Hill got together in turn 1. Nobody hit anybody. Then the 16 of AJ Allmendinger making his first start of the year. We'll talk about AJ in the Atlanta recap in a minute with the panelists. He spun coming off turn 4. Patrick Emmering making his Xfinity debut. He got turned down the back straightaway into the wall. I thought it was Matt Mills. It looked like it might have been a different car. Couldn't tell who it was, but Patrick Emmering's Xfinity debut was over, which ended up bringing out a red flag. Excuse me. Stage 2 was won by Justin Allgaier. Really nothing happened. Tommy Joe Martinson spun off turn number 4. Did anything. Then Riley Herbst got into a 3-wide situation with the 15 of Colby Howard and the 11 of Justin Haley. Herbst goes around, gets the wall. His day is done because of the damage to his car. And then Colby Howard had an issue off turn number 4. And then the biggest controversy of the day, teammates Noah Gragson, Justin Allgaier made contact while battling for the lead. Allgaier hits the wall turn 2 and into the inside wall. Allgaier's day was done, and Noah Gragson ended up winning the controversy Bristol race here this weekend, as I'm going to make sure I'm still plugged in. If everybody can hear me, I would appreciate that. So the top 10 results for the Cup Series, good job, Voiles, you just butchered that. The top 10 results for the Xfinity Series, not the Cup Series. Good job, Voiles. See, this is why I don't like everything backwards, if you know me. Silly me. So anyway, Noah Gragson, the winner.